us, and we'll wrap things up and get you ready for the halftime show here on 106.3, the Big One Sports Network.
All right, it's the halftime show brought to you by the Howard Law Firm. We'll have a couple more advertisers in there. Get back to the guys in about 2 minutes. Hello to everyone that we are streaming to right now, live on Facebook.
The following is a paid advertisement.
Hi, I'm Josh Howard with Howard Law Firm. As an attorney, you would be amazed at some of the strange and oftentimes funny things people want to sue over. And because another name for attorney is counselor, I do just that. I counsel clients and potential clients on what the law actually says and how it applies to their situation. That's what we do. At Howard Law Firm, we are more than just attorneys. We're your neighbors. Call us today at 337-3625 or visit us on the web at howardlawplc.com.
Hey, the game is over. You know what that means? It means you have to satisfy your hunger. How do you satisfy your hunger? Well, you go to El Mariachi Mexican Grill in Middlesboro, next to the Middlesboro Mall, where all their steaks are $1 off. They've got happy hour from 4 to 8, and they'll make sure that you're filled up with authentic Mexican cuisine. They got margaritas, draft, and import beers, specials all night long. It's all at El Mariachi Mexican Grill in Middlesboro. If you need more information, just call them at 606-246-1860.
D&D Tire Pros offers the card for your car. With the Tire Pros Preferred Customer Credit Card, you can finance your wheels and tires. Come by today and check out their great selection of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Michelin and BF Goodrich offer safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that will keep you going for thousands of worry-free miles. Stop by D&D Tire Pros in Middlesboro today, online at dndtire.com.
Carl Frith, a lifelong native of Pineville, has declared his candidacy for Bell County Sheriff. Frith is currently serving the citizens of Knox County. He previously served for Bell County for 11 years as deputy under former Sheriff Bruce Bennett. He was a sergeant as well as a canine handler with his partner Canto. Carl says he will work tirelessly for the people of Bell County. Along with his department, he will be available day and night to ensure the citizens of the great communities he will serve the service and protection they need and deserve. Carl Frith is looking for your vote for Bell County Sheriff.
Paid for by candidate Carl Frith.
It is 106.3 FM, and it is Football Friday night, and we are streaming live, and it actually says Tradio on the screen, so we're going to fix that right now before we go any further. We're going to take you back to the guys. We have got Brian Stewart, we've got Jeff Jacobs, and we've got the one and only Jared Fultz. Hang in there. We got more from the guys. Gentlemen.
Hey, and we are back. I'm Brian. And we've got Jeff with us, and what's your name again?
It's Jared Fultz. Apparently I'm the only one that exists, though.
Jared
Brian.
Fultz.
Other Brian.
And big Jared Fultz here,
Brian.
former offensive lineman for the Bell County Bobcats under the Hilton regime number 2.
Hilton regime number... No, wait, would it be number 2?
Yeah. It would be number 2.
Yeah, my bad, yeah.
Number 1 was a long time ago.
I haven't learned up on my Bell County history in a while.
You're going to have to with this crowd. The Bobcats up 42-0 at halftime here. And what do you talk about in the locker room if you're the Yellow Jackets, you know, if you're the Bobcats? I mean, what do you do at this point?
Back in my day, if you're the at the big point of the game, you're so far ahead, it's all just a bunch of hot fives and pats on the backs. And Hilton tell everybody they're doing a great job, but make sure they don't get their heads too big so they don't start messing up in the second half, because that's always dangerous. First half does great, sometimes second half doesn't do so great.
Yeah, I think if you're Middlesboro, you gotta just concentrate on the little things, and Coach Massengill and his coaching staff has got to get these kids focused and say, let's just work on this one drive at a time. Let's just work on our techniques. Let's work on our pass plays. We're gonna live to play another night. So there's a long season to go, and if you're Bell County, you got to keep your head up. You got to keep focused. Like Jared said, you have a tendency to get a little high five-ish at this point of the game. You just don't want to see anybody let down, because the last thing you want to see is any more injuries in this football game. But so far, gentlemen, all Bell County, and again, it's pretty impressive offensive explosion tonight by this football team. But it's pretty much gone as we expected, and we'll come back right before the third quarter. We'll have some stats for you. But right now, we're going to kick it back to Brian for the Howard Law halftime show. We'll see you here in a little bit. You're listening to Bell County Football on 106.3, the Big One Sports Network.
It's big.
Really big.
Yes, it is. We're going to let those guys go for a few minutes, take a bathroom break, get you some pizza, popcorn, hot dogs, cotton candy, whatever else they do in the middle of the halftime there. We're going to have scores for you here in just a few minutes. If you can hang on for 2 commercials, we'll come back, and then we'll go ahead and let you know what the scores are from around the area. Just 2 commercials. You can sit through 2 commercials for just a minute, right? You can? Yeah? Okay, coming back. Just give us a minute.
When you look for a place to live, you want convenience, value, and safe housing, right? Well, the Housing Authority of Middlesboro provides just that for you and your family. All of the apartments have been modernized and they are energy efficient, income-based rent, flat rent, and fair market rent. Whatever your situation may be, the Housing Authority of Middlesboro can accommodate you. The Housing Authority provides safe, clean housing that is user-friendly, handicapped accessible, and it's a neighborhood-type setting. Just call the Housing Authority of Middlesboro at 248-6500.
Edgewood Homes of Middlesboro, a family-owned and operated business giving you the Bliss Home, manufactured by True Homes. The Bliss Home is a 765-square-foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with the lowest price in the tri-state area of only $20,500. With 46 years in the business, General Manager Gary Foley can take you on a tour anytime. Just stop by Edgewood Homes at 1530 US 25 in Middlesboro. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 till 6, or Saturday, 9 till 5. For more information, just call 606-242-2204. All right, we are back. Now, I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes. I think you probably, you might be interested in some scores from around the area, wouldn't you? All right, it's Football Friday night. Hello to the folks that are listening in the tri-state as well as those who are on Facebook right now. All right, the current score of the game that is being broadcast on 106.3 right now is Bell County 42, Middlesboro 0. Keegan Lefevre's suffered in the first play a very, very, very traumatic shoulder injury. We don't have any word on that yet, and he is a player for Middlesboro. Cumberland Gap, Tennessee against Union County. Cumberland Gap is at 7, Union County's at 0. Harlan 0, Floyd Central 37. Jackson County going up against Berea 16-0. Letcher County 16, Knox Central 21. Lynn Camp sitting at 35, Knox Central sitting at 15. We've got North Laurel 0 and South Laurel 24. We also have Williamsburg 40, Jellicoe, Tennessee 6. And Pineville 20 over Leslie County 0. Again, that's Pineville 20 over Leslie County 0. So if you are, hang on one second. If you are someone who is listening on our Facebook feed, I would love to know where it is you're listening tonight. If you're listening on the radio, you can call us and say, hey, I'm listening in such and such. Our number is 606-337-1063. 606-337-1063. Where are you listening tonight? I know our buddy Mr. Samson Churchwell is listening in Dispatch tonight, making sure that Bell County is safe. Now, Dispatch is one of those places that it's the glue that holds it all together. All right. Mark Elkins. Wow. I thought you were a baseball fan. He supports all of them. He's in Middlesboro tonight. Linda Collett saying, go Bobcats. Wherever you're watching this on our Facebook feed, let us know. And if you're listening, it's 337-1063. We're going to come back here in just a second. Stick around, if you would, please. Our sponsors tonight are Mountain Tarp and John's Tire, D&D Tires, Can-Can Metals, Howard Law Firm. And Howard Law Firm has right now the headline sponsorship, so to speak, in the halftime report. We also have Justin May State Farm bringing you the updates live on the air and on Facebook. All-Star Trophies, Edgewood Homes, Adam Bowling for State Representative, Bell County Board of Education, Carl Frith for Bell County Sheriff, Creech Funeral Home, Daniel Derringer for Middlesboro School Board, Middlesboro Housing Authority, Mitchell Williams for Bell County Sheriff, Rick Nelson for Middlesboro Mayor, also El Mariachi and Kentucky Farm Bureau. And the player of the game is brought to you by Gambrill Toyota, and it's also the trivia question this week. The trivia question is going to get you some fun stuff now. All right, here's the question. All right, here's the question. Let me get to the question before we get to another commercial very quickly here. The question is, what is the most yards a Bell County team rushed in a game, and which team was it against? What is the most yards a Bell County team rushed in a game, and which team was it against? All you have to do is text your answer to 606-528-1200. 606-528-1200. We are coming right back here on 106.3 FM. It's the Halftime Report. The following is a paid advertisement.
Hi, I'm Josh Howard with Howard Law Firm. As an attorney, you would be amazed at some of the strange and oftentimes funny things people want to sue over. And because another name for attorney is counselor, I do just that. I counsel clients and potential clients on what the law actually says and how it applies to their situation. That's what we do. At Howard Law Firm, we are more than just attorneys. We're your neighbors. Call us today at 337-3625 or visit us on the web at Howard Law PLC.
Okay, so hello to everyone. Christy says she's at her boyfriend's. All right. Luann, you check back here in a little bit. We got Kay Massengill, Joy Harold, Jamie J. Jones. What's up, man? Let's see. Jennifer Everidge Helton. How you doing? Amy Davis is online. Noah Thompson. We also have Donna Gail Overton. She is in Middlesboro, but she's saying go Bobcats. Dolores Messer is in Knox County, Oak Hill, Virginia, West Virginia for Joanne Hendrickson. Charlene Eversole is in Belleville, Ontario. Say hello to my mom. Donna Gale is there. Nick Evans saying hello. Lanice Anthony Cox in Laurel Hill. Brittany Beck is in Hawaii. Hawaii. Let's see. Who else do we have here? We have got Kelly Miller York watching from Stony Fork. We also have, do I know the Harlan County football score? I think I mentioned that just a little while ago. That score is Harlan County score. It looks Floyd Central 37 and Harlan County Zippo nothing. Jeremy Tong's online. Hello, Jeremy. How is things? Hope Elizabeth. Rah-rah. How you doing, rah-rah? You missed the Prince mix I had for you last night, brother. You missed it. Morgan Gregory's online. Perry and Calvin Smith. Is it Perry or is it Calvin? Which one? Chris Cloud's online. Stephanie is in Tennessee, and Billy and Melissa Jackson are online. How's my pretty wife? She is wonderful. She's amazing. And she puts up with a lot of crap from her husband. That guy's a jerk. Let's see. In Pineville, yeah. Pineville is winning. Yes, sir. 20-0. They were expected to lose 4-1 to Leslie County. I don't think that's going to be the night. Tammy Reagan's in Speedwell tonight. We've got a few others in here. Tiffany is telling us that it feels like the fall of 1991 in Bell County. That is right. All right, what else we got here? Is that it for now? Yeah. All right, so let me take a quick break from Facebook here. Stick around for just a minute, and we'll be right back with the rest of the halftime report. Uh-oh, the guys are calling in. Let me see how much time I got left on this. Hey, guys, what do we got as far as time left before the game starts back up? 7:51? Oh, 51 seconds. All right. Okay, I'll bring you back. Hang on. So apparently, I'm bringing them back. All right, what quarter are they in? They're in the half. Oh, you did like the Prince mix. Okay. Wait a minute. We got a call here. Let's see what this is all about. Is it an update? I don't know. Hello, John Day. Hey, you want to go on the air real quick? We got 30 seconds. No, we got 20 seconds.
Michelin and B.F. Goodrich Tire. Michelin and B.F. Goodrich offer safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that will keep you going for thousands of worry-free miles. Stop by D&D Tire Pros in Middlesboro today. Online at dndtire.com.
It is that, put the right button on. It is the halftime report. We got a call on the line before we get back to the guys real quick. John Day, you got 20 seconds. Make an impression.
Hey, what is up, B.O.B.? How's it going, brother?
I'm doing well. What are you doing on a Friday night, brother?
Man, I'm coming back from London, Kentucky from doing that party that you couldn't go to, so I did it, and it was amazing.
It was amazing because you were there, my friend.
No, it was that venue is awesome. I'm driving, so I can't remember the name of it, but it was absolutely incredible.
Go to John Day's page, folks. You'll see a bunch of water surrounded by a bunch of beautiful.
Yeah, that was it, exactly.
All
so,
right.
ball games. What's going on with Middlesboro tonight?
Middlesboro 0, Bell County 42. Clock's going to be running when we come back here in about 10 to 15 seconds.
Wow. All right. Go Jackets. Turn it on this second half.
All right. Have a good night, brother.
See you, buddy.
There we go. That's what's good about live radio, just like it is for Brian and for Jeff and for Jared. Gentlemen, what you got?
Well, we say go Jackets too, but I think the only thing the Jackets are going to go to is the clock on the second half. The Bobcats are up 42-0 here at halftime, and Jared, you played for Coach Hilton. do you start taking the starters out? What do you do? To protect your team. To help some of the second, third stringers get up to par. What do you work on at this point?
To be fair, that was 8 years ago, so maybe crazy on the details. But
okay.
Yeah, around maybe the third quarter, we're going to keep our starters in for a little bit longer. But then around the fourth, around the beginning of the fourth, around the end of the third, we might be seeing more second and third string boys getting some more experience out there.
Yeah,
I think you're kind of torn between, if you're the coaching staff for Bell County, it's been a really excellent performance so far, but you got so many things to work on. Do you leave the starters in? Do you get them more experience? Do you pull them so they don't get hurt? I think because this is the first game of the season, he's going to keep those guys out there a lot longer than he might in the middle of the season or late in the season, I think, so they can get the experience, they can get the reps, because, again, this is an offense, believe it or not, even though it put up 40 points, guys, it's a work in progress with a quarterback who's taken starting his
couple dozen.
He's starting his second half as quarterback. A new position. So again, I think it's and that's what these games are. This is what I don't like about these games when they get out of hand like this. You're kind of torn between what to do. And again, I just don't want anybody to get hurt, put their head down. But I know both these teams have goals and things they can work on here in the second half.
I'm looking at a second string out there practicing offense, and you've got number 6. He's a freshman, Cameron Burnett, at quarterback. 6'3" freshman, by the way. And so there's your future you're looking at, guys.
Yeah.
Number 6, Cameron Burnett, is quarterback. And looks like a heavy freshman and sophomore
taking some reps. Yeah, you're right, Brian, and that's a good observation. We may see the young guys early on in the second quarter, because the first quarter, first half, we'll just go ahead and some quick. Just if you joined us late, it was all Bell County and has been all Bell County. Bell County with 8 K&K medal first downs, penalties both teams have committed. Unofficially 4 on each side, and I think that's to be expected. A few too many for the coaching staff, but to be expected, I think, early on in a game like this, the first game. Turnovers, 2 for the Yellow Jackets, and these really hurt early on. They put them in a hole. They were already down. They were driving. They gave up a turnover deep, actually moving into Bell County territory, and that really, the game went downhill from there. It's been all Bell County. Again, Kobe Frazier opened things up with a 1-yard touchdown run, a 2-point conversion by London Stephanie. Then again, a 3-yard touchdown run by Kobe Frazier, his second on the evening. And then the big pass play, a 78-yard from Stephanie to Jason Jones, the 2-point conversion, no good. Tanner Asher with a 38-yard touchdown run. And then we saw the quarterback himself keep it on a nice keeper and run 42 yards. London Stephanie scored, putting the Bobcats up 36-0. And finally, a 37-yard run by Kobe Frazier, who picked up, gentlemen, right where he left off last year to run the score to 42-0 here at halftime.
And that's where we're at right now. The clock will start out in a continuous run as we are over the 36-point mark. And so, hey, maybe we'll see my great-nephew get in there, little Luke Akers, and some of these other kids. Luke's a freshman this year on the team, so we'll be shouting for him. I actually saw his mom, my niece, just walked by about 12 seconds ago.
Well, Frazier, Coach Hilton isn't afraid to play the young kids. We saw it last year.
We saw a bunch of freshmen make time names.
And we can see the progress. We saw the progress with them as the year went on, and seeing it again here tonight. So, again, it's a great opportunity to get these young guys some playing time.
So, yeah, just said hey to little Luke's mom, and she waved back. That's my... Yeah, that's my...
Uh-oh, we're having some problems getting the guys
Okay, there we go.
We're back. That's what happens when you wave at your niece. You knock the power cord out of this, and then you try to plug it back in, and it falls right back out.
And it just did. That's a great plug right there. We're going to blame it on that. So, and we are back, and Antonio Zachary set the kick, and the Bobcats, after that penalty at the end of the half, their own 25-yard, a 15-yard penalty apparently. Big one, so they'll kick off their own 25-yard line. And there it is. Second half is underway. It's going to be picked up at the third 27-yard line by Mason. Mason's going to be wrapped up at the 35, brought down about 35, 36-yard line, and he is, laid down hard. I didn't know if he was hurt, but he just popped right back up.
Noah Caldwell, number 34, coming in to make that tackle.
So the Yellow Jackets start out at their own 36-yard line, fair field position, but they've only been across that 50 twice tonight.
Just 3 first downs for the Yellow Jackets tonight.
Just having a tough time putting any kind of offense together, and defense for that matter, allowing the Bobcats to score 7 touchdowns so far. Ryan Rogers in shotgun, 1 man behind. He's got 4 wide receivers, 1 in motion. He pitches out to the number 2 in motion, and he's going to roll around. Got a flag on the play, crosses the 35 to the 37-yard line, gain of about 2 on the play, but a flag as well.
Just a little quick pitch to Trayvon Watkins and trying to get to the outside. And again, the Bell County defense doing a good thing of stringing it out. Buy some time so he could get run down from behind, but let's see what penalty flag on the field.
We'll see who that's against. Are they not?
You know, we see a lot of this in high school football. We see the flag come down. We see a block below the waist.
It looks like it's against Middlesboro. Yep. Which doesn't bode well for the home team tonight. Middlesboro just a hapless crew tonight. Just can't put anything together. Getting big penalties at the wrong time and dropping some big losses tonight. They're going to be marched back behind from the 37 back to the 27-yard line. Loss of 10 on penalties.
Well, it's a young football team. We talked about it in our pregame. They lost quite a few seniors last year. Injuries has devastated this team. There's some kids that aren't back from last year, so you're really working a clay model with a lot of fresh material. And again, it's really shown tonight. They've struggled on both sides of the football.
Rogers with 4 wide receivers, 1 back, and hands off to the back and rolls to the right.
I think that ball is loose.
Looks like it might be loose. Got a gain. The pile moved about 4 yards, 3 yards. But,
and I think Bell County's come up with it.
And Bell County has. I think it's a fumble. Bell County's going to come up with Middlesboro's 3rd fumble of the night. So Middlesboro, a couple of plays and fumbles. It's been there a lot for this evening, and Bobcats are taking full advantage.
Beg your pardon. Tyson Thomas or Widener in there.
Got a Middlesboro man down on the field.
I think came up with that football. But that's the 3rd turnover of the evening tonight for the Yellow Jackets. And, Jared, that won't fly.
No. Got a man down for Middlesboro.
Maybe it's a good time for us to take a 119 Lumber and more, so we'll take a timeout and send it back to the station. You're listening to Bell County Football, 106.3.
The big one.
It's big.
119 Lumber and More. Not just the fact that they have some of the best lumber in the area, but he can get you just about anything you need. You need a special order? Call him, he'll do it. Do you need something that's working for the bathroom, for the kitchen, for that new and improved something or other you're deciding to do to the house or for the house? Just get in touch with Patrick at 119 Lumber and More at 606-269-2915. And by the way, they're located a mile and a half from 25E on Highway 119. That's right, just that easy. Check out their Facebook page. A couple of updates coming from the area. Cumberland Gap 7, Union County 0, Floyd Central 37, Harlan County 0. You've got Jackson County 16 over Berea 0. Leslie County scoring 6, but Pineville then scoring more. It's 28-6. Letcher County 16, Knox Central 28, Lynn Camp 35, Knott Central 15, North Laurel 0, South Laurel 24, and Williamsburg 46 over Jellicoe 6. It's 42-0, Bell County over Middlesboro. Let's go back to the guys. Gentlemen?
Number 42, Seth Huff, just taken off the field for Middlesboro. That's the big freshman we've been talking about all night, who has been a big part of the offense and defense of this team, and he's just been walked off. So things just keep going from bad to worse for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I've been real impressed with him tonight, Brian, and running the football early and defensively. I mean, it's a kid I think they were going to count a lot on. Hopefully he just got something rolled the wrong way, and hopefully he'll be back in the game.
Let's hope so. It's a big part of the team. And we do have the second string quarterback, number 6, the freshman Cameron Burnett, starting the second half. Hands off number 18 inside. Gets nowhere. Gets stopped actually short of the line of scrimmage. About a yard. It's going to be dropped about a yard, make it 2nd and 11. But no, he's gone inside. 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats. 2nd and 9.
Dalton Woolham with the carry there. Not much running room up front. So it answered our question, Brian. We're going to see, and Jared, we're going to see the young guys early.
We got a scat of freshmen out there right now. Burnett under center, and he is, again, hand off number 27. 27 bangs his way across, real close to the first down at the 20-yard line, and that was Brandon Baker, another freshman. We're going freshman, Jeff.
Well, again, we talked about it. We saw them get valuable time last year, and Coach Hilton says, listen, if you can play, I don't care if you're a freshman or a sophomore or a senior.
They got big Tyson Thomas, the sophomore, in there, just went in.
Yep.
I'll tell you, this kid is big, and he got some playing time last year.
He did. He was fun to watch.
He really was.
He's a load. Look at him.
He's hard to bring down.
Yes, he is.
He's a big boy. He's thick across. And he's going to get the call. Tyson Thomas pushes his man over, but about 5 of them push him back.
But I think he got the first down.
Looks like he did go across the first. So the Bobcats inside the 20th and 19-yard line. First down, Bobcats.
Oh, so that is the 8th game came out?
9th.
Actually, 9. Oh, my bad.
The 9th game came out. Come on, Jared, look. What are numbers?
Just a number. System is just really overwhelming you.
Listen, man, it's 2018. What is the stick system?
It is. That's true.
I should know better. I'm sorry.
See, we're old school. Jared, he's a young man. Then Burnett under center again, hands it off again
to the big boy.
To the big boy. The big boy still on his feet.
Boy,
just stumbles about 3 yards. I mean, he's not fast, but boy, he carries him.
He was carrying that. Man, I tell you, the tackler was number 51, Nick Poindexter, and between the two of them, I bet they tipped the scales at over 400 pounds. So that was a
400, 500. Both of them about 250.
Yeah, there's some big boys there. So you don't want to get rode up under one of them. They just cleared out.
Let's see. They got Tyson Thomas listed at 180 pounds. If he's 180 pounds, then I'm 130. And handoff and flag on the snap. So this play will go nowhere. Bobcats second and about 7 right now. Flag on the play, and it looks like it's going against the Bobcats as they start marching back up the field.
5:39 clock is running because we are in the mercy rule. It doesn't sound very nice, but that's what they call it. 42-0 Bell County up on Middlesboro 5-27 and counting. If you just joined us, it's been obviously all Bell County.
And it's going to be a quick second half, folks. So update on Keegan Lefevre's.
Yes.
It is his elbow. They have taken the UT Knoxville, and his elbow. They're working on his elbow. Hopefully it's nothing real serious. And Burnett rolling out for his first pass, and a quick over number 27, and he's got a first down. He jukes and jives. He is real close to the end zone, and touchdown by the freshman to the freshman.
Wow.
A big touchdown for number 27, Brandon Baker, and a big pass from Cameron Burnett. The freshman proved that they can get it done.
How about that? 27-yard touchdown pass, and that's another D&D Tire touchdown on the evening, and that was a nice little play there. Nice little rollout. We saw number 6, Burnett, roll out and find his man. Baker did a nice little job after he caught the football.
Oh, I wonder if there's a freshman kicker.
Folks, if you want your kid to have a scholarship in football, teach him to kick.
Absolutely.
Teach him to kick. There are no kickers in high school football. There's like 5 in the whole state.
We had a penalty flag down there.
A big penalty. And so they're bringing it back, folks. No touchdown, no touchdown, no touchdown.
Well,
they brought it back.
How'd you guys miss that? Well, I was writing down all my
stats. You guys were so excited, and I saw it, and I was like, maybe it's on Middlesboro, but no.
Wow. Well,
let's see if they can do it again. They're at the 16-yard line. Burnett back behind center. He's got 2 backs behind him. And we got a
Looks like a timeout called by Bell County.
Take a 30-second timeout, perhaps. 119 Lumber and More timeout. Be back in about 30 here on 106.3. The big.
It's big.
119 Lumber and More. Not just the fact that they have some of the best lumber in the area, but he can get you just about anything you need. You need a special order? Call him, he'll do it. Do you need something that's working for the bathroom, for the kitchen, for that new and improved something or other you're deciding to do to the house or for the house? Just get in touch with Patrick at 119 Lumber and More at 606-269-2915. And by the way, they're located a mile and a half from 25E on Highway 119. That's right, just that easy. Check out their Facebook page. It is 106.3 FM. Big shout out to Eagle Eye Fultz, being a good observer. So he's going to get a star in his report card this week. Let's take you back to the guys. Gentlemen?
And we are back, coming off that timeout, and the Bobcats freshman sophomore group out on the field looking to make up for that touchdown they just had themselves robbed of. 4:30 remaining in the third quarter, and we've got 42-0 Bobcats. And what is this, another timeout?
Well, the horn sounded. The horn sounded, and they actually, I think the Bell County offense thought that was the end of the quarter, and now they're right back out on the field to try to get the playoff. So we've heard that horn go off actually a couple of times tonight, guys.
For no reason. And there's the snap. Burnett looking to pass again, and he's got a wide open number 18 across. Touchdown Bobcats. Wow. Touchdown Bobcats. Touchdown Bobcats. Burnett to number 18, Dawson Willem. Caden Phipps. Dawson Willem. Dawson Willem.
Oh,
big touchdown.
Called it short.
Short?
Yeah.
Oh, it's short. No touchdown. Okay, so no touchdown. Look, Caleb.
Eventually you'll get there.
Jared, you should have had that.
No, I was told that. I can't see it right.
Yeah, that's it. Don't have a real advantage on this corner, and that's where he went in.
It's at the one.
It's at the 1 yard line. 1 yard line. Must have been forced out of bounds at the one.
Remember, gentlemen, how I talked about the teams needed to keep focused? So do the broadcasters.
Oh.
Yes, they do. And there's the handoff, number 27. Goes in untouched. Touch. I'm pretty sure that's a touchdown.
Let's confirm. Okay, Brandon Baker got his touchdown.
It's on the clock. It's official 48-0. So, wow, Brandon Baker finally gets the touchdown. So Dawson Woolham did not get a touchdown. And Burnett did not get a passing touchdown. Cameron Burnett doing a great job there. The freshman to the freshman and to the freshman. These guys, it bodes well for the future of the Bobcat Nation.
Burnett did a nice job on that drive, rolling out and completing those passes. 2-point conversion, handoff again, right up the middle, number 18. And did Woolham get in for the 2-point conversion? No, I haven't seen a signal yet. I think he came up short.
No signal. I think he's short, and that's going to leave it at 48. The Bobcats up 48-0 with 3:07 remaining in your third quarter here. Here on whatever this field is here in the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. That's Lee Majors, right?
$6 million man field.
$6 million man field. And so we'll head back to the station for a quick one. Be back in a moment for your kickoff here on 106.3.
The big one.
With the November election quickly approaching, Adam Bowling, candidate for state representative, is looking for your vote. Adam knows that this area must take steps to create jobs and retain the young workers to keep our workforce vibrant. He knows that these challenges impact all of us. He wants to work to increase community engagement in the legislative process, and he's asking for the honor of being your eyes and ears in Frankfort. In November, vote for Adam Bowling, candidate for state representative of the 87th District for Bell and Harlan counties. Paid for by the candidate.
The following is a paid advertisement.
Hello, my name is Daniel Deringer. I am running for the Middlesboro Independent School Board position. I'm a local business owner. I chose to run because I feel the children of Middlesboro deserve a fair, right, and firm voice to represent their educational needs. I'm asking for your vote so your children have proper representation on the Middlesboro Independent School Board. Thank you. Go Jackets.
It is 106.3 FM, 28-6, 28-6. That's right, Pineville over Leslie County so far. Let's get back to the guys. Gentlemen.
And we're back as Josh Laws A 5'9½", 200-pound junior set to kick off. Freshman, I'm sorry, no, he's a junior. Set to kick off for the Bobcats as they are up 48-0 with 2:20 remaining in this third quarter. No, that wasn't Josh Laws at all. It was number 16. It was someone else, and kicked off. The freshman, and they do a fine job containing and dropping the Middlesboro run at the 39-yard line. Yellow Jackets first and 10 at their own 39.
How about that start by the Mountain Lions tonight? It's a good football game. That'd be a nice win for them. They've really struggled after the Tuck-Woolham era and that great senior class, and really struggled last year. It's good to see them get off the start and get a win out at Leslie County. That's
sure is.
That'd be a nice start to their season.
It was Spencer Wheeler, a freshman, kicking that ball. So the Yellow Jackets take over at their own 40-yard line, first and 10, and hoping to put something together here against what looks like a second-string defense as well. I mean, I see all clean white jerseys out there, Jeff. Not a one, Jared. Do you see a dirt on any of those jerseys?
I see a little bit, but yeah, it's all pure white out there.
There's the run, and makes about 5. Number 40, we got a new quarterback in there. Seth Huff. That is our Seth Huff back in the game.
Good to see him back in the game, and now playing a little bit of quarterback. And
5-yard gain on that, and he's limping.
Yeah,
he's not doing good, but he's back in the game.
Yeah, he's limping around a little bit. And
we got another man down.
Personally, I think I would remove him for the rest of the game. It's not going to do any good to keep him in there. There's no sense. And then Middlesboro has one more man on the field.
That looks like cramps. Training staff out, stretching out that leg.
There's former player Trevor Lefevre's out there, part of the training staff for the Bobcats.
Oh, Trevor.
Remember Trevor?
Yeah.
Fine young man. He's son of. He's actually a nephew of a good friend of mine, Kathy Lefevre's.
Uh-huh. I know Kathy. I know people.
There you go. But we got the Middlesboro players still being attended to. You know what? This would be a great time to take a 119 Lumber and More timeout, head back to the station for a moment, and be back here in just a bit on 106.3.
The big one.
Hey, guess who's got propane? That's right, 119 Lumber and More selling it now. And they do the small containers like for a grill, and they do the large containers like 100 pounds. Oh, it's no problem for them. It's all at 119 Lumber and More. And while you're there, check out all their great lumber, especially if you're doing an outside landscaping project. He's got what you need. 119 Lumber and More, 606-269-2915.
It is 106.3 FM. This is the big one. Going to take you back to the guys. We got one that's kind of in training and 2 pros. The pros left, and they're going to leave the guy who's in training. Gentlemen?
Hello. The pros are out of here, aren't they? Yeah. Jared, help us out. Oh my gosh, they've got the Middlesboro player up, but he is not up without assistance, and it's going to take a couple of them to carry him off. It's number 52. See if we can find you a name on that number. David Kyle, a junior, lineman, offensive and defensive lineman. David Kyle.
Can't put any weight on that right leg.
Ankle, foot, knee, something. His right leg is not doing well, and they'll be attending to him. We hope that it's just a temporary thing and that he snaps back and is back in uniform next week.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose anybody on
They really can't,
this
not on
football
this team.
With depth and experience being such an issue.
Yeah. Ryan Rogers back in shotgun and hands off number 23, Bogongo. And Bogongo's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line, back behind the original line. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 11 for the Yellow Jackets.
Good pursuit there by J.M. Baker there to come up with the tackle.
10 seconds left remaining in your third quarter. Just about to switch fields and start it again. We'll have one more quarter of action left. Clock running continuously as we are in the Mercy Rule. 48-0 Bobcats up over your Yellow Jackets. And I guess that'll take us to a third quarter break, won't it? And Brian, do we have a winner on our trivia question yet?
No, we don't have one just yet. Let's ask that question one more time, guys, real quick.
Jeff.
All right, one more time here. Player that That's not the player of the game. Hang on here. You guys threw me off here. All right, the Gamble Toyota question, and you'll win a really neat gift certificate. What?
Or snow cone.
What is the most yards a Bell County team rushed in a game, and which team was it against? Again, how many yards the Bell County team rushed in a game, and which team was it against? Hint, hint. 606 5. Well, I'm just going to do a hint, but all right. You taught me out of it. 606-528-1200. Text 606-528-1200. You don't have to think very hard to think of the team they did it against.
No, you don't.
Okay, so
give you that hint.
That is our Gamble Toyota trivia question of the evening, and
their yardage was more than 300, less than 1,000.
There you go. Well done. So that's it. That's all we're giving you tonight.
Call in, and you do get I think you get a gift certificate or something from
Yes. You get a gift certificate.
Yes.
Some nifty stuff. You can put it toward different things.
Car
Maybe an
seats,
oil change or some of those air filters or those pine trees.
Hey,
anything.
new tires.
Whatever they got. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anything. A new car.
Yeah. I bet they would.
$25 down payment on a new car.
There you go. Every little bit helps.
Okay, and a new quarterback in for, it's actually our good friend Huff is in at quarterback, hands off number 13. Crawls a couple of yards across to the 42 and a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 4th and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. So just unable to put anything streaming together at all tonight.
Well, I think this is the part of the game, but you've seen both coaches go to the experimental phase at this point. We're, get some young players in. I think for Middlesboro, I think they like what they see in Huff, and man, he is really struggling just to walk out on the field. But I think they wanted to see what he could do behind center. So again, it's just almost like an open scrimmage at this point.
Yeah.
Seeing what you can do and things you can get accomplished, and as you move forward.
You got Burnett, Cameron Burnett, the quarterback that started out the second half, the freshman. He is starting at the defensive end position as well. So took both sides of the ball. Got a timeout on the field, so we'll go ahead and take a 119 Lumber and More timeout. Head back to the station. Be back in a moment here on 106.3, the big one.
The big one.
119 Lumber and More. Not just the fact that they have some of the best lumber in the area, but he can get you just about anything you need. You need a special order? Call him, he'll do it. Do you need something that's working for the bathroom, for the kitchen, for that new and improved something or other you're deciding to do to the house or for the house? Just get in touch with Patrick at 119 Lumber and More at 606-269-2915. And by the way, they're located a mile and a half from 25E on Highway 119. That's right, just that easy. Check out their Facebook page.
Hello everyone, this is Troy with All-Star Trophy and Screen Printing in Harrogate, Tennessee. We'd like to invite you to be sure and come see us for all your screen printing needs. If you're looking at doing 5 shirts or 500 shirts, please give us a call, 423-869-8717. We're located right beside of Subway over in Harrogate, Tennessee. That's 423-869-8717. We don't want all the business, we just want yours.
Middlesboro lined up to punt, and there's the snap, number 55, and he's going to, it's a high one, but doesn't go very far. Hits a bounce at the Bobcat 39-yard line, picked up by Middlesboro faithful, and that'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats starting this fourth quarter at their own 39-yard line. And we do have a winner in the yay. And the trivia question.
That accordion, apparently.
And the trivia question, most yards by a Bell County team rushed in a game, and which team was it against? 589 yards against Middlesboro. And congratulations to Pam Duncan Smallwood.
Yeah, nice job. Very good.
And she wins the gift certificate tonight.
It was that great hint that I gave, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Even though we knew that she won before you even gave the hint out.
It's radio. They didn't know that. So you know it.
I'm sorry. Destroyed it. Ruined it. And we've got a flag on the play, number 34, and they're holding on to him, all of them holding on to number 34 to make sure he doesn't get anywhere. Gained about a yard. That's Noah Caldwell. One of the many Caldwells has been on this team, a freshman. But
you got to always have a Caldwell on the team, that is for sure.
You know what? There's been a Caldwell on this team for a while.
I'm sure.
And they are doing fantastic. The starters over here on the sideline just kind of talking, enjoying the rest of their evening as they have no worries and won't see the field again.
That's a big penalty against Middlesboro. They'll mark it off there.
Huge. Bobcats with a first down on penalties there. It's another, what is that? What's the first down?
Oh, the K&K Metal first down. K&K Metal first down, number 11 for Bell County tonight.
Bobcats at the Yellow Jacket 44-yard line. Freshman quarterback Burnett and fakes a handoff, hands off to the second one. A beautiful, beautiful fake. Number 18 barrels down with about 7 yards. Yeah, that was Dawson Woolham. Gain of about 7 on that, freshman to freshman. And somebody's getting number 61. He looks like a stout kid, but gosh, if he's over 5 foot tall, you wouldn't know it.
Well, gentlemen, we need to be thinking about our Gamble Toyota players of the game. We'll have, as we did last year, we're proud to be able to present an offensive and defensive player. And I'm kind of, offensively, I think it's, you have a plethora of people to choose from. Defensively,
Will Dean has had a heck of a game. He's recovered 2 fumbles.
Yeah.
Number 27, handoff, and he is on his feet. He's back.
There you go.
I don't think he's chance to be chased down. He is. He's going to be caught at the 10-yard line, forced out of the bounds. About 4 Middlesboro players, but a big first down by number 27 in the Bobcats.
Brandon Baker, who has the 1-yard touchdown run tonight, played a nice game here in the second half with a big run there and another K&K Metal first down. That's 12 on the evening, and the Yellow Jackets have been held to just 3 first downs this evening.
Wow. The Bobcats all the way down at the 9-yard line or so. Looks like the 9-yard line, first and goal. Again, knocking at that door. Hapless Yellow Jackets just unable to stop this onslaught. And the Bobcats rolling forward. And we've got a touchdown. Bobcat touchdown. Didn't see who that was that went in. I think that was number 34, Noah Caldwell.
Yes, it was
for the touchdown. So big touchdown another one for the Bobcats, going up 54-0. Let's see what kind of kick comes up. What were you guys looking at over on the other side of the field?
I don't know. Some security guards ran over that direction. Not sure what was going on. Maybe a fight between some stupid kids, but apparently there's still no kicking in this game.
No, we're going for a 2-point conversion. Burnett and hands off first, and he's going to be piled up.
Wow.
No 2-point conversion, not even close. Going to leave it at 54-0 with 6:15 remaining in this game. Bobcats all over the Yellow Jackets, 54-0. That's going to do it for that. Let's take it back to the station for 30 seconds. Be back here in a moment on 106.3.
This is Mitch Williams, candidate for Sheriff of Bell County. I've always been taught that in order to be an effective team player, you first have to show good sportsmanship. A team player continuously looks to improve their game and compliments the other team when they've done a good job. With football season upon us, I want to acknowledge our county's teams and stress the importance of good sportsmanship and good character. I wish the best of luck to the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets, the Bell County Bobcats, and the Pineville Mountain Lions during this year's football season. I'm asking for your vote to re-elect me as your sheriff. I'll continue to be a good team player by focusing on my accomplishments and the improvements that I'll make moving forward. And I certainly will not talk my opponent down. As the Bell County Sheriff, I've always supported our county's teams. I'm asking you to support me, Mitch Williams, on November the 6th to continue being your Sheriff of Bell County.
Paid for by the candidate.
It is 106.3 FM, taking you back to the guys. Gentlemen.
Gotcha.
I'm going to say everything about it. And we're back in. There's the kickoff picked up A short one picked up at about the 30-yard line, and he shucks, jives, and jukes all the way up to about the 42. So the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets with fair field position at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10, but trailing 54-0. 4.5 minutes remaining in your football game, and you'd really like to see Middlesboro punch one in. You really would. I'd love to see them just one score. It would be a great night for the Yellow Jackets.
This is a lesson to Jared and your upcoming broadcasting career, is that these games are tough to do when they get into this position. It really is. When it's a good game and there's so much on the line and it's back and forth, it's just
different than this.
Yeah, this is tough. And it's tough for me to watch because I know how hard these kids work.
Yeah.
You know, the Middlesboro kids, the coaching staff, and, you know, it's just a tough night. You feel good for Bell County, obviously, but
still got a lot of the starters in for Middlesboro, but they are still having a tough time, and he has brought down number 9 of Bobcats, J.M. Baker, with an open field tackle on the rusher, and a big one, gain of 1 for Middlesboro.
He's had a couple of nice tackles tonight, open field tackles. He's a young man junior. And again, you know, you like to see these kids get the playing time. Again, there's just not a lot. The only thing that you can say bad about the evening for the Bobcats
is Keegan Lefevre.
Yes, who went out early in the game with it looks like what appears to be an elbow injury. We don't have anything more except for he was taken to UT Medical Center, and that's all we have. And, again, our prayers are out for him and his family, and that he'll be back soon.
Rogers with a fake. He's going to keep the ball across the 45. He's got a first down at the 48-yard line of Bell County, and a flag on the play. Right as he was sliding into the first down, and we'll see if they're going to let him keep it.
A lot of penalties tonight to be expected, I think, at the first game of the season, especially in a rivalry game. And sometimes when the score's like this, you have a tendency to have a lot of them too. And the yellow flags have been flying all night long on both sides.
Sure have. It's been a hard one for Middlesboro. They've had a couple of big plays taken back, which could have helped their cause. 2.5 minutes remaining in this football game. The Bobcats up 54-0, and they're going to march it off against Middlesboro.
Next week, the Yellow Jackets will travel to Claiborne, Tennessee, and New Tazewell. And the Bobcats will go on the road again, this time to Letcher County Central. That's a dandy little drive, and
oh boy, that is.
It's like Brian Good and Jared, you guys will be handling the duties of that game.
I'll do my best.
Letcher County Central.
Yeah, so
should be a big one. Tune in, folks. Listen to these guys.
It's pretty down there, though, I will say that.
It is beautiful country. And there's the handoff up the middle, gain of about 5 to just about the original line of scrimmage for the Yellow Jackets, bringing up third and about 10.
Just a minute 35 left in this one, and I think
we're going home.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap this one up. And again, don't want to see anybody else go down on the field, and we might get one more play in, and the officials will be a little gracious here and let the clock run, and we'll put this one in the books. And looks like Bell County is going to extend they'll be 6 out of the last 8. And again, this rivalry kind of one-sided here since 2014.
Middlesboro yet to return to that heyday of football they've been hoping for. Coach Massengill's just got a big tough time on his hands. He's not getting the kids recruited, and they just don't have the build-up program that the Bobcats have.
Well, I think
about 3.
Coach Hilton's, he's heading in the right direction. I look at the schedule, and I think this football team's capable of winning 8-9 football games this year, and I like what I saw tonight. I will say that. I like what I saw tonight, and I don't think they're going to really have a real true test, though, until they get to Whitley County in about 3 or 4 weeks. And but there's a reason why you go on the field and play them, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Hand off inside, ball comes loose.
That's going to do it, folks, for tonight as the Bobcats take home a 54-0 victory over the Yellow Jackets in this this inter-county rivalry, and it's just been all Bobcats tonight. The Yellow Jackets
game. We'll be back after these messages. Hang on.
With so much beauty to behold along Kentucky's highways and byways, sometimes it's all you can do to keep your eyes on the road. But as Kentucky's insurance company, we sure are glad you do. Kentucky Farm Bureau has agents all over the state who will stand by you in the event of a storm or accident. And Kentuckians can agree, that's a beautiful thing. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
In Middlesboro, see agents Danny Luttrell, Bob Dixon, and Joe Stamper.
Hey, the game is over. You know what that means? It means you have to satisfy your hunger. How do you satisfy your hunger? Well, you go to El Mariachi Mexican Grill in Middlesboro, next to the Middlesboro Mall, where all their steaks are $1 off. They've got happy hour from 4 to 8, and they'll make sure that you're filled up with authentic Mexican cuisine. They got margaritas, draft, and import beers, specials all night long. It's all at El Mariachi Mexican Grill in Middlesboro. If you need more information, just call them at 606-246-1860. Hey, we want to give a big shout out to Ed Molinacci tonight, listening in Zaboyski, New Jersey. Let's go back to the guys to wrap up for this El Mariachi and Kentucky Farm Bureau postgame. Gentlemen.
He does that a lot. He's left me alone. No, I'm alone. I'm alone.
Oh, don't say you're alone.
Headphones. All right, guys, my own headphones.
All right, go ahead, guys.
defensive player of the game.
Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still with us,
Will Dean had 2 fumble recoveries.
Still determining the Gamble Toyota player of the game. There's some discussion about the defensive player of the game. The offensive player has been chosen, but let's see what they say about the defensive player.
Are we back?
I held it as hard as I could.
Oh, you did.
Nice. Okay, all right. Thank you, Jared. And yes, we have yet to pick the offensive and defensive players of the game. We picked them. We haven't told you who they are yet.
Yeah.
You're welcome to guess, but tell you what, for offense, we're going to let Jared just go ahead and handle that. Okay. Well, you guys had some discussions. I liked it.
We talked about
what? At the name. I don't know the name. We're going to give the offensive player of the game. The game will tell you how to offense.
No, hold on. See, can you let us handle this for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
who's the offensive player of the game?
Well, we talked about London Stephanie. Had a great game. Had a couple great passes. Had a 42-yard running touchdown. The Colby Frazier, a big part of this team. 3 rushing touchdowns, and we've got to give it to Mr. Frazier as he comes across as our Gamble Toyota offensive player of the game.
And he did, Brian. He picked up right where he left off last year. And we had a great debut by London Stephanie, and we talked about it. But I think Colby Frazier is going to be the backbone of this offense. And again, he gets the award tonight. Now, defensively, we've really struggled with this. Now
talk about 2 people, actually 2 hits.
I mean, what the guy say over there?
He was wondering how many yards that Frazier had run.
Oh my gosh! No,
I don't know. They had a lot of yards tonight.
Well, really, he only didn't have that many carries, but he was very effective with them. Again, they only played a half.
The starting team played 1 half, literally. So the second string offense and defense.
Here's
the second half.
Here's the deal. Defensively, as a unit, they were terrific tonight. They only gave up 3 first downs, but Middlesboro also just really never mounted any kind of attack.
No.
They shot themselves in the foot. We really struggled with the defensive player of the game. Brian, you're sure that William Dean got 2
picked up both 2 of the 3 fumble recoveries, but who calls them? Wasn't that Hoskins that caused at least one of them, if not 2? I'll be honest with you, it's tough to call on defense. Who do you pick on a night when they just were defensively dominant?
They were defensive dominant. I tell you what, we're going to give it to William Dean.
Will Dean.
He got 2
fumble recoveries.
Yeah, and again, you may check the stats and go, wow, this guy did this and did that, but it really was. Tonight, the whole story was the inability for Middlesboro to do anything offensively and defensively, and the Bobcats just were so crisp offensively. I really like what I saw. Again, they had only 12 first downs on the evening, K&K Metal first downs, but, they had big plays.
8 touchdowns.
It's just such big plays. They didn't put together really sustainable drives. They held the Yellow Jackets to just 3. penalties all over the place, 3 turnovers by the Yellow Jackets, and that really put them in the hole early. Again, Colby Frazier with 3 touchdown runs. We had a couple late touchdown runs by some of the young guys, Brandon Baker, Noah Caldwell got in there. A nice long pass of from London Stephanie to Jason Jones of 78 yards really set the tone early. But I think defensively, again, let's go with William Deem. And, it was just a dominating performance all around for Bell County and a great start for this 2018 season.
Also mention the second string. His Coach Hilton's full second string was in for the entire second half, and were able to put up 2 touchdowns with a running clock.
They did.
The clock did nonstop, so a lot less time, but they still punched in 2 touchdowns against the starting team of Middlesboro. So bodes well for the see you next week. Bodes well for the future of Bobcat football. But what a game tonight. It was all Bobcats. We hope this is indicative of what they're going to do this year. We hope it's not indicative of what Middlesboro does this year. We hope they can come out of this little bit of a slump and start punching people in the mouth.
It's a tough schedule. I mean, they start off with a good Bell County team. We talked about it earlier. They're in the toughest district. They're going to face Somerset, Lexington Christian, and Danville. Again, a lot to digest for this football team, a young football team with not a lot of experience. So they're going to get a couple games where they'll be evenly matched in it, and there's a lot of work to do. We hope everybody gets healthy, and again, hopefully this Yellow Jacket team can put some wins in the column this year.
So, hey, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to run down and catch the team before they leave and give out their awards and congratulate them on a fine job well done. But, hey, for all of us here at 106.3, I'm Brian Stewart, along with Mr. Jeff Jacobs and Mr. Jared Fultz. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
Jared, how'd you do tonight?
I think I did adequate.
I think you did adequate, too.
Adequate. Do I get an award?
Big plus for Jared Fultz tonight. He gets the Announcer of the Week.
Yeah, Announcer of the Week award.
Yeah, and well, there we go.
Brian Good was supposed to come up here and stop in and say howdy to him, but we didn't see him. But Jared and Brian Good will be traveling next week to Pike County Central, and then Brian and I, you and I will be back in the saddle again. Come Pike County Central here in a couple weeks. And
want to say hey to James and Jean Baker, who have a couple of grandchildren on this team. They're right in front of us waving. A couple of church members of mine. Hey, folks, and tell your grandchildren, keep it up.
Yep, good job tonight by the Bell County Bobcats.
Absolutely. Hey, folks, that'll do it for us tonight, and thanks for joining us. Good night, and God bless.
Thank you, Brian. We appreciate all your help back there at the studio, big boy.
All right, thank you, big boy. Goodbye.
Back to
it's
you.
106.3 FM. Thank you to our friends at Kentucky Farm Bureau. It's a Middlesboro office right there in Middlesboro. And Bob Dixon's been watching tonight of Kentucky Farm Bureau. Appreciate all that you do there, Bob. It is 50-12 Pineville. 50-12 Pineville. That is the final right there. 50-12 Pineville. I believe that's the final. I shouldn't speak out of turn. And Middlesboro 54-0. Cumberland Gap 7, Union County 6. I'm still seeing 37-0. Floyd Central over Harlan. We'll have some other scores for you here in just a minute. Hang in there.
It was Happy Chandler who said, "I've never met a Kentuckian who wasn't either thinking of going home or actually going home." Another famous Kentuckian, Abraham Lincoln, said this, "I hope to have God on my side, but I must have Kentucky." For another great Kentucky quote, give your local Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent a call. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
In Middlesboro, see agents Danny Luttrell, Bob Dixon, and Joe Stamper.
Hey, the game is over. You know what that means? It means you have to satisfy your hunger. How do you satisfy your hunger? Well, you go to El Mariachi Mexican Grill in Middlesboro, next to the Middlesboro Mall, where all their steaks are $1 off. They've got happy hour from 4 to 8, and they'll make sure that you're filled up with authentic Mexican cuisine. They got margaritas, draft, and import beers, specials all night long. It's all at El Mariachi Mexican Grill in Middlesboro. If you need more information, just call them at 606-246-1860.
As State Representative, Rick Nelson has brought in over $13 million in projects or cash to the citizens of Middlesboro. Rick Nelson is a retired teacher, son of a coal miner, and has lived in Middlesboro for over 40 years. As mayor, Rick Nelson will not take a salary, saving Middlesboro taxpayers over $100,000 over 4 years. Rick Nelson, as mayor, will lead a full-out charge against the drug culture that is killing our town. Vote for Rick Nelson for Middlesboro mayor.
Paid for by candidate Rick Nelson.
The passing of a loved one is never easy. Creech Funeral Home of Middlesboro understands that the emotional and financial burdens can be overwhelming. Creech Funeral Home has a commitment to treat each family as their own and provides the highest level of excellence in every phase of the funeral process. Call Creech Funeral Home of Middlesboro today at 606-248-4700 or go by their location at 112 South 21st Street in Middlesboro, Kentucky.
Okay. Again, if you're just joining us, the final score for Bell County versus Middlesboro is 54-0. We have something we want to talk about this Bell County game, because something happened during the game that I'm not 100% sure about. I know what the rules are, but we'll get your opinion here in just a second. Cumberland Gap, this is a corrected score. This is the final for Cumberland Gap, 15, Union County 13, 15-13. Harlan, 0. Floyd Central, 37. That's still what I'm seeing on that one. Jackson County, 16. Berea, 0. I don't think it's quite the final yet. I'm still seeing the lights on in the field. I can see it here from the station. 50-12, Leslie County over, I'm sorry, try it again. Leslie County, 12. Pineville, 50. I'm seeing Knox Central, 42, and Letcher County, 22. That game is still going on. You have Lynn Camp 48, Knott Central 15. That game is still also going on. North Laurel 0, 24 for South Laurel. Not sure if that's still going on. And this is just about out of time for this Williamsburg 54, Jellicoe, Tennessee 6 game. We'll have more scores on our station page here in just a little bit. Getting several scores from throughout the area. Make sure that I've got everything as updated as possible. Yep, 50-12, Pineville takes on Leslie County and wins. That's the final on that one. Give me just another moment here. Let me take a peek here and fix the Bell County score. That's 54-0 over Middlesboro. And that's all the scores I'm seeing right now that are not down to the wire or finished yet. A couple of these are still into the early fourth quarter. Long games. All right, so real quick, something happened during the Bell County game that a lot of people in Middlesboro are upset about, okay? Something happened in the first quarter, first hit of the game. Keegan Lefevers went down, and we find out that he has got an elbow injury. We couldn't tell immediately. It could have been shoulder, it could have been anything. And he was taken to UT Hospital. So during that time, Middlesboro team members who were on the field took a knee. And I saw several in the video, Middlesboro players that were not taking a knee. The Bell County players did not take a knee at all. There was another time during the game that someone else was hurt, and the Bell County players did not take a knee. The rule states that if you are on the field at the time during the play, that you can take a knee. So I think some folks are a little upset at the Bell County players. So I'm going to try and talk to Coach Hilton and find out what his stance is on when a player gets hurt from another team. Do you instruct your players to take a knee or not? A lot of folks are right now on social media yelling for a not disorderly conduct, but an unsportsmanlike conduct charge against the team. Now, you can't retroactivate those, of course, but just wondering what your thoughts are on this. If you're on an opposing team, do you, out of respect for the team that's hurt, take a knee, regardless of who the player is? 606-337-1063, or if you would like to talk about it on our social media Facebook page, that'd be just fine with me too. 9:53 at night. As it is right now, we're going to say goodbye after we thank all of our sponsors. We've got Mountain Tarp and John's Tire, D&D Tires, K&K Metals,
Howard Law Firm, 119 Lumber and More, Justin May State Farm, All-Star Trophies, Edgewood Homes, Adam Bowling for State Representative, Bell County Board of Education, Carl Frith for Bell County Sheriff, Creech Funeral Home, Daniel Derringer for Middlesboro School Board, Middlesboro Housing Authority, Mitchell Williams for Bell County Sheriff, Rick Nelson for Middlesboro Mayor, and of course you're listening to the El Mariachi Kentucky Farm Bureau postgame right here on 106.3. Hope you have a great night. I'm going to leave you with just a couple of the sponsors that didn't get in towards the very end there because the clock was running pretty quickly there. So we're going to give them an opportunity to be heard, and then we're going to say goodnight and take you back to some music, okay? And when we come back, we're going to have a little bit of Ed Sheeran. Don't go anywhere. God bless you. Have a great night. And for those folks on Facebook, you too.
When you look for a place to live, you want convenience, value, and safe housing, right? Well, the Housing Authority of Middlesboro provides just that for you and your family. All of the apartments have been modernized and they are energy efficient. Income-based rent, flat rent, and fair market rent. Whatever your situation may be, the Housing Authority of Middlesboro can accommodate you. The Housing Authority provides safe, clean housing that is user-friendly, handicapped accessible, and it's a neighborhood-type setting. Just call the Housing Authority of Middlesboro at 248-6500.
It was Happy Chandler who said, "I've never met a Kentuckian who wasn't either thinking of going home or actually going home." Another famous Kentuckian, Abraham Lincoln, said this, "I hope to have God on my side, but I must have Kentucky." For another great Kentucky quote, give your local Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent a call. Kentucky